this is not only to Questlord. It actually applies to each and everybody who intends to come here into the country on a tourist visa, intending to get residency here. It is tough these days. Now, like he said, most companies are willing to employ you, but they are not willing to process your visas for you. They are not willing to give you documents. So if you're coming, it's better you come on your own documents, or come with your own documents, get yourself the job you desire, and then pay that you desire and get paid as you wish. Now, reading from his message, what he's trying to mean is his dad's brother, who is actually a trader who travels to the UAE or travels to Dubai to buy car tires. They buy, they purchase tires and then go to sell them in Ghana. Is trying to, get him fixed on a job in the UAE. He's in Ghana at the moment, and his uncle is trying to fix him on a job in the UAE. But the problem he is facing, and the reason why he actually sent me this message, is the said company, or the said company that is going to employ him here, are not going to process his visa for him until he works with them for some period of time. With that being aside, they are not going to give him accommodation. He is actually going to pay for his own bed space or partition or whatever accommodation he's going to get here. He's going to pay for them or pay for it by himself. With that being aside, this company is not going to process his visa for him. They are not going to process visa for him. He would have to process his visa by himself or on his own. Okay, so these are the three main things that are being given, or these are the three main options that are being given to this guy, and he is asking if it is okay for him to move. Now, this is a tough decision. This is a very difficult thing to do. I know someone might be asking, what or how much is it? How much is the salary? I actually asked him about the salary. I asked him how much is the salary they are willing to give you. How much are they going to pay you at the end of the month? And he told me that his dad's brother, that's his uncle, says they are either going to pay him 2,000 or 3,000, provided on how long you work with them. This is actually a tough one. Indeed, it is a tough one. Ghana hard. I don't really advise people to move from Ghana to come seek greener pastures. But if you have opportunities or you have links that can lead you to this place, get you some good job, get some coins into your pockets, and you are able to feed your family and one or two people in your household, then I think it's okay you move. I am not against traveling to seek greener pastures. Now, I cut that off. Now listen, I am neither going to tell you not to pick on the job, and I am not going to tell you to pick on the job. I'll only give you some advice and then make you decide on what you really want to do. First and foremost, I actually told Questlord that he can process a freelance visa, come into the country, and then take on that job, than going in for a tourist visa, coming in as a tourist, and then working on that job, and then at the end of the day he's going to be paid either 2,000 or 3,000. Now, with coming in as a freelancer, or processing yourself a freelance visa before, or getting yourself a freelance visa before coming into the country, is one of the best options you can ever take on. But in your case, I don't know if this job or these people who are willing to offer you the job are genuine enough to process your visas at the end of the day, like they've promised you that if you work with them for some time, they are going to process your visas for you, or your visa for you. I know people who are processing visas, freelance visas, for people around 7,000, 6,000, 8,000. I don't know the specific price, but I think from 7,000 upwards, you can get something to stay in the country legally with and then work with, which is okay. You can do that for yourself if you are willing to come and then work. That is also going to be to your advantage, because it is your own documents, and if you get a better job, a better paying job, you can quit and go and do that job. Okay, take on that job. Which makes it very great. It is a perfect option for you. On the other hand, if you decide to come here on a tourist visa, work as a tourist under them, it is in the first place illegal to work in the country on a tourist visa. It is illegal. Bear that in mind. Koti power, you will be in very hot soup. If you are being caught by the police, you are going to be in very deep shit. You understand? So this isn't actually an option I am only explaining things for you to understand better so that you can decide on your own what you would do if you get the chance. On the other hand, if the company pays you 2,000 dirhams and then they want you to process your own documents, they want you to pay for your own bed space, and then they also want you to, what else? They want you to feed yourself, then I think it is a cheat. It is not good. It is not good in the sense that I don't know what your responsibilities are. I don't know who is waiting for you at the end of the month for you to send them back home, and I don't know what your plans are or what you intend to do back home in Ghana. But it would be a cheat to work under someone on your own visa and be paid 2,000 dirhams. It will be a cheat, because come to think of it, renewing this visa, even if you are able to work securely without being caught, renewing this visa each and every 3 months or each and every 6 months, whatever months it is going to cost you a lot. So it will be best you gather money back home in Ghana, process a freelance visa and come with it, or you come into the country, get ready to process a freelance visa and then work with it on your own. It is a good advice. Let's assuming a bed space costs about 550 dirhams. If you want down bed, I don't know for now. Some people might have increased their prices, or some people might have added more value to their prices. Now, taking on a bed space that costs you about 550 dirhams each and every month. If you deduct 550 dirhams from this 2,000 dirhams, you have about 1,450 left. Okay. With the 1,450, you still have to be thinking about your food. Food is going to cost you about 300 dirhams each and every month. So let's assuming you take out 300 dirhams out of this 1,450. So you would be left with 1,150. Okay. Now, considering where your job is and where you get the accommodation, you might be needing some form of transport. Maybe you'd be going on bus each and every day, or you might decide to be walking each and every day, or you might decide on purchasing some bicycle for the trip each and every day. Okay, that also counts. You would also have to add that to your charges. Now, how much is visa going to cost you? Let's assume you would be left with 1,000 dirhams at hand. Okay, and let's assume your visa is 3 months tourist visa. Now, at the end of 3 months, you would need to get about 2,500 dirhams for your visa change, or to renew your visa or your stay here. And mind you, working here or living here in the UAE these days, you are only entitled to change your tourist visa or renew your tourist visa 2 times only here in the country. After 2 times of renewal, you would need to exit, go back to your home country, and then apply for a new visa and come back. Now, changing visa or visa renewal these days also are subject to, or they are subject to you exiting the country, flying out of the country, or driving out of the country and then re-entering for a new visa. Consider all these costs. Now, with the 1,000 at hand, you would need 2,500. So at the end of each and every 3 months, you would only be saving about 500 dirhams each and every 3 months. So how are you going to survive on this? Okay, so I'm not going to discourage you from taking on the job. You can take on the job, but if you have enough money, or if your father's brother is willing to help you, let him process for you a freelance visa. Come in with a freelance visa, or when you get here, let him process a freelance visa for you, and then you take on the job. Whilst you are still working on the job, you either upgrade yourself, get yourself some courses, do them, upgrade, and then find a better paying job where you can move and then still work with your visa, this same visa, because it's yours, and you can work with it wherever you decide to move to. Okay, so if you ask me, this is the little advice I can give you as a brother. This is the little advice I can give you as someone who gives out advice here. This is a little advice I can give you as someone who is already in the system. And I hope this message finds you well. I hope this information I am giving actually finds you well. I hope it gives you an insight as to what to do or your next step to take here in the UAE in case you are coming here. This is not only to Questlord. It actually applies to each and everybody who intends to come here into the country on a tourist visa, intending to get residency here. It is tough these days. Now, like he said, most companies are willing to employ you, but they are not willing to process your visas for you. They are not willing to give you documents. So if you're coming, it's better you come on your own documents, or come with your own documents, get yourself the job you desire, and then pay that you desire, and get paid as you wish. Okay, so thank you so much for sticking and staying with me on this one. The name remains Kofi Techi. If this is your first time, just do well to hit on that subscribe button, be a part of the family. This is what we do here. We just give out valuable information, insightful information that is going to help you move here into the UAE peacefully. Yeah, so that is it. That is the best I can give you at the moment. This is an advice, and I guess it finds you well. Thank you so much for sticking and staying with us. Until we meet again, stay safe, stay out of trouble, and be good. See you on the next one.